Welcome to Americana Archives. Today's headline is A Texas Girl Lassoes a Mexican Lion. It says, the talk of Marble Falls, Texas, is the daring exploit of Miss Norma Diorn in lassoing a full-grown lion and dragging home the body of her prey at the heels of her Mustang pony. The Southern Texas Cattle Association has presented Miss Diorn with a gold-mounted revolver and is sent to the city of Mexico for the finest side saddle for the grittiest girl on a Texas ranch. Old John Diorn owns a ranch and several thousand head of cattle. The ranch is located on the western plains of Texas, about the headwaters of the tributaries of the Guadalupe. He has 3 daughters who have been looking after his herd for several years. It is the boast of these girls that no Mustang has ever been able to shake one of them from his back. They are fearless riders and can hurl a lariat with a precision that many a cowboy envies. Since the death of their only brother, Julius Diorn, who was killed by cattle thieves a few years ago, these young women have ridden after cattle, repaired windmills, killed wolves, and frequently branded calves. The story of Miss Norma's lion killing is told as follows. One Sunday morning, not long ago, Norma, who is the oldest of the 3, started out on her pony to ride the wire fence of a small pasture a couple of miles from the house. Riding a wire fence is making a tour of inspection to see that the wires are all up and the posts solid. As the girl started out, she swung the belt of her Winchester over the gatepost, remarking that she was not going far and wouldn't need a gun. She was hardly out of sight before an immense Mexican lion sprang out in the road in front of the pony. The beast gave a few loud roars and then disappeared in the direction of a small bunch of cows and calves. Starting her pony at full speed and yelling at the lion as if she possessed the power in her voice to paralyze all wild beasts, she rode straight toward the terror-stricken cattle, coming up with them just as the lion sprang upon the neck of a calf, crushing it to the earth. The old cows instantly charged the lion, and the mother of the calf gave him such an ugly thrust with her sharp horns that he was forced to relinquish his hold on his prey. The sight of the trembling, frightened little calf aroused the girl's ire, and swinging her rope over her head, she rode at the lion. The girl screamed at the lion and urged her pony to pursue him. The beast frequently looked back and gnarled threateningly, but he failed to find a sufficient place to offer battle. Suddenly, it occurred to the girl that there was no reason why she could not choke the lion to death. She swung her lariat over her head, and as the trained pony sprang forward, dropped the noose about the lion's neck. The pony instantly braced himself on his haunches, digging his forefeet in the ground, and the lion turned a somersault, striking the earth with his head toward his pursuers. The girl hoped that she had broken the beast's neck, but he was only badly stunned, and the pain that he suffered seemed to increase his rage and courage. Crouching and emitting a roar, he sprang into the air with all his strength, expecting to land on the pony's neck and tear his pursuers to fragments. The agile little horse turned just in time to feel the claws of the lion grazing his haunches. All Western horses entertain a horror of these lions, for one of their tricks is to lie in ambush on the limb of a tree, near where the horses are in the habit of drinking. From these hiding places, they fall upon young colts and devour them. The Texas pony knows the Mexican lion, and he fears him more than all other enemies. So instantly, as the lion sprang forward, the pony began to run. The rope was tense, and if she had wished to do it, the girl could not have unfastened the lariat from the saddle horn. Moreover, she knew the chances were that if the lion was released in his state of rage, he would tear the pony and herself to bits. She leaned forward and urged her frightened Mustang to do his best. She reached the ranch gates at her home just as her sisters, accompanied by 2 young men of the neighborhood, were about to pass through it on their way to church. "There now," she shouted, "I have roped and dragged a lion to death." Her speech of triumph was cut short by a warning scream from one of her sisters, who noticed that the lion was about to regain his feet and renew the battle. One of the Texans sent a bullet through the monster's brain and ended his career. This story came from the great state of Pennsylvania, being reported in the Philadelphia Inquirer of July 15th, 1900. Thank you for joining us today. If you want to continue to uncover all of America's lost and forgotten history, then remember before you leave to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to like and comment below. And we will see you next time on Americana Archives.